Yo, what up, y'all? You know who it is. Your boy Jada Kiss. I mean, right now with Chris. Shout out to Camden, New Jersey. All my niggas out there. Let's get right into it. Yeah.
BTBTV. Chris John, man. Yo, born, let's get him, man. Yeah. Now all playing. Used to get busy with them guns. 4 or 5 more black 9 with a grand in my pocket and beef cool as a fan. BTBTV, we are not playing. Y'all just talk, we get up and down. F what y'all saying, we Kyrie and Kanye. This a boss talks, should just fly away. Yeah, hop on the bridge, you off the highway. Not a game, it's business, this my way. Talk your opinion. We gon' chill, long as y'all don't violate, but it's not fair. We could be cool or your worst man. We the best, I swear. And you could be my friend or enemy, I don't care. And you better be aware. Cause we coming for the whole pie and we don't share. No, it just ain't fair. But we the best, I swear. We the best, I stay up in the mix. A project politics, my mood kinda sick. Name well known from the hood to the sticks. 100 on the highway, flying so fast, burn the gears when I shift. Some people kick dirt on your name, what shoes you gave them. Broke your back for them and they got the nerve to play you. Kick rap's door off, pushed and shoved my way through. Bum rush the kitchen, put my floor up on the menu. The jealousy be hitting up in jokes. That's why I stay serious like David Banner turned in the Hulk. I'm pure form like the Pope. Haters get infrared beams with the scope, so run and get ghosts. We fight good, boxed in like Floyd on the roast. I'm the great black hope. Man, we the team and it goes to coast and it just ain't fair. We could be cool or your worst nightmare. We the best, I swear. And you could be my friend or enemy, I don't care. And you better be aware. Cause we coming for the whole pie and we don't share. No, it just ain't fair. We the best. You with us, put your lighters in the air. No, it just ain't fair. BTBTV.
We bully the bullies,
nigga. Just
nigga.
ain't fair, man.
BTBT, we bully the bullies. Wait for my people to come through. Until then, and my little brother take us on and bring us in with this.
Yo, Born. Show them how we do this, man. BTBTV. We bully the bullies. No run, no retreat. Yeah. BTBTV. One more time for y'all in the back. Y'all slow ninjas. Rah. Yo. John Gotti flow. Rap Pablo. Escobar status, rap game Corleone. I can show you how you lay back and watch your pockets grow. Stay away from devious women, end up like a smoke. Y'all wake up every day twitching like yo, I gotta post. I wake up every day mission. It's $1 million notes, dominoes, bodies drop, rot stink like hollow toast. Broadway, man, if you know, then you know. I came for everything they said I couldn't have, got that and then some, and then some. My wins on overload, say y'all overdose. Your rappers in the tight squeeze and that clutch like Cobra rope. The okie doke, we don't go for that. All she wrote, another tale from the street, death and horror flow. The projects like a ghost trying to haunt your soul. Another tale from the street, homicide the folks who want to play to them guns scream adios. Another tale from the street, black mafia. So Don Corleone mixed with Al Capone. Another tale from the street, like an opera show. These kids be acting to their life movie curtain closed. Nowadays your foes will plot you wearing Malcolm X. Triple sixes, the devil on his shoulder, won the death match. Reminiscing when more street ninjas was off the hook, chasing D's up off the block. Torn and running, get the force, blood on pavement. He's 12 years old and he tough to play with. He don't go to playgrounds, that's his fiends who want their veins stick. We can't miss, we can hit the talk and put our hands behind our back, our eyes closed and half brainless. Don't play with us. Another tale from the street, death and hard flow. Projects like a ghost trying haunt soul. Another tale from the street, homicide the foe. Who won the place and them guns scream IOs. Another tale from the street, black mafia. So Don Corleone mixed with Al Capone. Another tale from the street like an opera show. These kids be acting till they like movie curtain close. Yeah, BTBTV.
It's the movement.
It's the movement, man. You're born. You're born, let's get them. Let's get them. As we up in here, man. Hood famous.
Yo, peace to the 5% nation of guys on earth. Salam alaikum, alhamdulillah, rahmatullah to all the true Muslim brothers and sisters out here. It's the King of New Jersey, it's BTBTV, we bully the bullies. I'm your honorable host, born divine almighty Allah, and we're about to get it popping real quick. I'm about to talk about a lot of things. Dealing with this Wack 100 character. And he's polluting and saturating the internet with bullshit, you know what I mean? Bullshit that we should have been knocked off his head, you know what I mean? But people ain't understanding what this clown is doing. Now, I understand that Gunna's a snitch. I understand that T.I.'s a snitch. You know what I'm saying? I also understand that 6ix9ine's a snitch, right? And it's all coming out, right? But I want to understand this. How can you cape for one and disrespect to others? In the law of snitching, a snitch is a snitch is a snitch regardless of what you say or do. If you telling, like I told you said, you ain't my man, you a tattleteller, you rat, you snake, you scandalous nigga, you rap nigga, you teller nigga, you tattletellers, bruh. Ever since we was a kid, we were taught not to tell. Even Boosie, he went to Terrence Gangsta Wayne from snitching on a dead man, but the same guy didn't say nothing about T.I. snitching. He quiet because that's his friend. Yeah, in the building, salute. Jersey, stand up. Eastwick here, baby. You know how we do. Eastwick strong, bruh. But you up there telling, bruh. You up there chilling with a guy that just told. You up there chilling with a guy just told, man. But you know what it is, man? You believe that this guy's not going to tell you when this guy will tell on you, bruh. If he get caught up again, he'll sell your ass under the river like he did everybody else. But let's get to the show. We're going to see how Boosie goes over Gunna, right? But he says nothing about T.I. Let's go, man. Here go Boosie right here. Jamal, salute, bruh. Well, bro, how you, man? See you in the building.
And it's gonna make them not give a deal to Thugger. They don't want to get no Thugger now. Your main man said, Corey J, you got people going up there saying this ain't no game, man. This music, this ain't no game. You got people going on the stand saying, witnesses saying this ain't no game, this is a business. And he says a game. It's called snitching, dry snitching.
I know, bro. I know. Hit the link, bro. Come up here.
decided to drop, you hit me. The answer got popped, you hit me. I hit 100, I wait for a million. I caught that body, I beat it, you hear me. Buzzing and ringing, no slimming, you hear me. I know the ones in the answer, you hear me. I'm using first, I can't let no big kill. The plus in the pad with no cash, that bill me. Kill. We smaking you here. I'm shooting no rival, get smacked like a deal. He tried to run and got hit in the ear. Went up 100, just trapping the kill. Ain't man, the man that I feel. The money keep calling, no love, it can't heal. 400 shots and you blocking, you heal.
Yo. So now I got Boosie going off for Gunna, right? Stressing about something that he don't got nothing to do with, right? What I'm saying is, you go off for Gunna, but you say nothing about T.I. snitching. You go off for Gunna, but you say nothing about
Salute. What's happening?
Hold up, Bill. This nigga, he going off for Gunna. He going off for Terrence Gangster Williams, right? He going off for all these different cats, but he don't say nothing about his boy T.I. ratting. Y'all the L7 piece to the God. Marquis. Marquis Baby Gunna really snitched, bro.
Who you talking about? Boosie?
No, Boosie, man. He going there on Gunna and all that, but he ain't going on T.I. yet.
Yeah, well, he probably got some business doing with T.I. Yeah,
Bro, I'm mad, bro.
T.I. wrapped him in already, like.
No, bro, you can't pick.
Yeah.
You can't pick your battles when you call people out for snitching.
That's it. That's the thing, you know. But these cats
Every
take it on
salute,
some,
bro.
like they you know, there's some snitches they like, some snitches they don't like. I don't know how it is.
Hold on.
I was just doing a show the other night, and that's what we were talking about.
Really good. Welcome to another episode of Hip Hop Access. Give us a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe and bang that notification bell. So listen, Boosie jumped out the window. You know what I mean? When the issue came about with Terrence Gangster Williams, you know what I'm saying? That's baby brother that did a lot of time. You know, he was looking at a life sentence. You know, and he wound up finessing his way out of that thing. He ain't tell on nobody alive. He told on some niggas that was dead. Man, I know y'all probably like, nah, man, fuck that. We ain't telling on nobody, but you can say what you want to say. I guarantee you, nigga, if you was in there facing life, you would tell on a dead man to get home. Y'all drop down in the comments. Let me know what y'all think, what the fuck y'all would do. But yeah, it is what it is, nigga. So now Boosie, I'm hearing that Boosie's upset because T.I. just came out and said, yeah, I told. You know what I'm saying? He said that he told on his dead cousin, you know what I mean? To get all that gun charge and all that shit up. But everybody, this is what I'm saying, everybody knew T.I. had told son. You know what I mean? So it's like right now, I don't know if I want to believe it or not. You know, because that's a good way for T.I. just to ease on out of this thing and never be called a rat or nothing no more. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't really trust T.I. at all. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I don't hate the man, but I don't trust T.I. T.I. like, he's too snaky. But you know what? Y'all drop down in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Y'all think T.I. just trying to weasel his way out?
But you know what? Yo, we got proof. I got proof T.I. Y'all got proof T.I. best snitch, though. Watch this. Here we go, y'all.
Yo, there's a video of him snitching. There's like a timeline.
Yeah. Take a years. Hold up, I'm about to play it. Hold on, here we go.
I thought it would happen to the best of my knowledge. And
indubitably, right, T.I.
Indubitably.
Players who commit crimes against them off the streets. All you got to do is call Crime Stoppers Atlanta. Tips can be anonymous, and there's even a reward. The number to Crime Stoppers Atlanta is 404-577-8477. That's 404-577-TIPS. Challenge.
Willie said my name on the TV, that boy ball witness. On the news, he TIP me that.
Cross your heart.
That's just how it gonna be.
You have to swear you will not tell anyone. Cross your heart.
Cross
Do
commercial.
CrossYourHeart.com. Go get some merch.
The streets really raised me, but I had to grow up. Got 3 little boys, can't get locked in the cell no more. I got trying to get the bag.
See, the new people look at T.I. like he's what he rap about, but we know Clifford is not that. Clifford is willing to cooperate in any jam. Yes, let's play number one. MTV Punk.
Lamar
Facts.
Like Shorty Low told me. He been told me that.
Right?
That's the
They
piece.
try
Shorty
to
Low.
punk him. This is when MTV had a show when they pull up on rappers or entertainers, and then they punk them with a scenario or a situation, and we see what the actor or rapper going to do. In this situation, it was they put bullets in a bag, right? With T.I. Put bullets in the bag. T.I. snitched on his security guard and said it was his bag. He did it. He packed that shit. Real gangster will wait for trial. You're a millionaire. You're gonna bond out. He told on his security guard, ASAP. Watch.
You help me, I help you.
I want to comply, and I want to be very cooperative. I want to do whatever I can.
Fantastic. You help me.
Very cooperating. Shit. Let's just skip through this video. See when he rap. All right, let's just see.
I help you. Sir, at this point, are you...
James Goodness, salute, bro.
You pack my bag for me.
Did you pack your bag?
Oh!
Damn,
Who, Clifford? Who packed your bags? Now, I'm asking every rapper out there or every street nigga or everybody who's doing crime, is that snitching? Is that snitching? First, I'll cooperate. Then, he actually cooperates and tell who packed his bag and put the bullets in the bag. That shit you find out in trial or pre-trial, not at the crime. Or is snitching. Boosie knew this. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Boosie knows this. Use T.I. during the Charleston White battle and let T.I. go out to war while all the old allegedly things he did don't come out to the world. Why he getting money? You see?
I think T.I. gave Boosie a bag.
One more time. I'm just going.
He packed my bag for me.
Does he pack your bag every day?
Yes, he does.
So he's your mama, basically. This bag, he doesn't know how it got here. You don't know how it got here. Your boys don't know how it got here.
He packed my bag for me.
Does he pack it?
Oh, yo, I got caught in that shit, but that's snitching. That's right. All right. Now we're going to number 2, right? This is something right here you're not supposed to see. Ladies and gentlemen out there in the streets, hood niggas hate to see a hood nigga in the court looking at paperwork.
Fair use.
Somebody close to T.I. got killed. Street niggas want these type of situations to be handled only in the streets. They don't. How many times you heard Dirk say that? We don't want him locked up.
Yeah. Shawty low.
How many times during the Nipsey trial, none of them people showed up to cooperate besides Cowboy? Everybody else who was there, who got shot, people who got shot didn't even cooperate in Nipsey Hussle's trial because they want street justice, right? T.I. is walking around, riding around Atlanta with guns and stuff, right? And somebody pulls up and do whatever they do, and somebody dies. R.I.P. to that individual, right? T.I. cooperates. T.I. cooperates.
Yo, this nigga got a timeline of snitching. He's a career snitch.
Oh yeah, he apologized because the bullets was for him. Not only did somebody close to T.I. die, and he apologized for somebody else dying because the bullets for him. Now is he telling the same day guy that died for him? That's what y'all need to understand. Is this the same guy dead? Is the same guy that he got killed because I don't know.
I felt that, all of those rounds were fired for me.
Bingo. All right. So he went to court. I was told because the mother of the person who died
get a bill.
wanted
Salute,
justice.
my brother.
So gangsters, what do you do when the mother wanted justice and the streets want street justice. T.I. didn't bring no street justice. Number 4, T.I. get caught with all these guns. He got caught with all those guns. Look at all these guns.
This nigga said, look at all these guns.
All these guns. Let me show you all these guns. If I get caught with a bullet, I'm doing 5 years.
Yo, look at that silence.
It's called mandatory. Remember Festival Burrs got caught? Mandatory time. He had to do 2 years in New York. How did he get out? Oh, y'all know how he got out. Well, let me help you.
Look at this shit.
How T.I. got out. Yes, y'all remember.
Ooh, look at that.
Crime Stoppers. How is a street nigga, a rapper who's telling the kids who made $1 million trap or die and all this other bullshit, right? To tell the kids now, tell on the niggas who are trapped or dying. Hypocritical, ain't it?
Yo, how much you get for a silencer out there?
Was around for all of this. So it makes you think that rappers are all bullshit. They get a bag to sell your kid a bad dream.
Yo, God, go hit the link, bro.
Reality,
come on, bro. We street jersey niggas. We gotta let these niggas know, man, what's real.
Right?
No doubt.
He just did a video saying that he knows bigger people to tell on. Y'all watch out. Atlanta is their investigation.
Telling y'all, some people call me Tip. This is about another kind of tip. They can help our mothers,
You are a perpetrator and you committed crime. So why is you helping, cooperating to lock up people?
Anybody
like
ever
you?
call that line?
Yeah, his son.
I think T.I. answers every time you call the line.
They made that man repeat it twice. 04577 tips. God.
Facts.
So y'all don't think he is snitch no more? It takes the new situation for him to actually say it. Y'all also forgot about Kodak Black. When Kodak Black was saying what he said about Nipsey woman, that she looks good, she looks beautiful, like every other man would have said. T.I. wanted to address it. For what? For what? For what? Anybody watching the video, leave in the comments. Why? Right after that, what happened? Expeditiously, Kodak got locked up for a gun. For shit happened months ago that he tried to file for a gun before he caught a felony or some shit like that. Now out of nowhere it pops up after fucking around with T.I. Listen to this. Y'all forgot? Y'all forgot? Hold up. Y'all forgot? Hold up.
Young niggas sticking to the code because I don't condone snitching.
Young niggas sticking to the code because he don't condone snitching.
I ain't going out like that rapper. I don't do no tipping.
I ain't going out like that rapper. I'm not doing no tipping. No tipping. You seen it.
Damn, yo, I didn't even hear that song, bro. Yo, Eggy, have you heard that song?
Huh? Rap this Kodak went to jail.
I don't listen to Kodak Black, so Louis Young.
Ultimately, the laws of reciprocity are in order at all times. You know, you get what you give. So the energy he putting out there, it's gonna come.
He said his TV talking about how he ride around doing all his guns and the tour bus got pulled over. T.I. as a grown man could have pulled Kodak aside like, yo, bro, you know what I mean? Blah, 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 blah. Like a man. No, T.I. went to the internet. T.I. went to the internet. Snitching on a young boy. Say it's not true. Listen, Kodak. Listen, Kodak.
On the news, CTIP, that boy got no feelings.
Ooh, he on the news. That boy T.I.P. me. He got no feelings. He's talking about when T.I. asked him about his personal situation. Nothing to do with T.I. Right? All right.
Salute my boy Gongo Roach in the building.
Talking about now.
All right,
Right
you hear me?
This is
I see you, bro. I see you, bro.
Boosie,
All
where
right.
you at, Boosie?
Hey, Gangu, what's up? What's up?
Oh, the cops
Yeah.
pull him over. He got a gun. You going to jail? No way out of it, bro. And let's see how he's not accountable. He's not accountable. He's gonna say what the lawyers say that you could tell. Well, listen to this. Trappers, hood niggas, every nigga who committed a crime, the detective, the lawyer, the prosecutor, all tell you could snitch. So I'm here to ask y'all, what's the difference between the detective coming to T.I. saying, yo, snitch, than his lawyer, that man he paid?
How no gun case do that? And, you know, my lawyer said, well, you know.
My lawyer said.
I know a lot of niggas right now fighting murder. The detective told him, I can make everything go away. You just tell me what happened. And on the first 48, what happened? They locked their asses up. T.I. did more cooperating than what he's saying just right here. Facts.
After he had passed, I had a talk with him.
I have a talk with a dead.
What? After he died, you talk to him? What? What? Asian doll? What? All right. Asian doll was considered crazy when she said she talked to King Von after he died. Now, this nigga said that the dead cousin came to him and said, yo, listen to your lawyer. Tell on me for the gun. That don't even sound right. It's deeper than a gun. All right.
Let me say something about something real quick. And God, what you like, so we all been in the streets, we out there street shit, right? Absolutely. But we know that in order for us to get off on a case, we can't just snitch no dead person. They need somebody to put behind them bars. They need somebody to put behind them bars. Eggy Egg, am I lying, bro? You from Brick City? Am I lying, Eggy Egg? 973 the building.
You already know, man.
It's more than just it's more than just closing the case. I know what you're saying.
That's detective tip right there.
Yeah, detective DA tip. And this hold up, and this nigga also came on. Was it that he was
snitching since 1996? I remember Big Meech was vouching for him. He probably told on his ass. Real right.
Call. He like, you know they got the white mansion. They got the White House up here in Atlanta right here. Drugs and shit that.
Yo, that's when it started, eh? Oh shit. Think about it. Oh, these niggas getting in dirt.
And like I said, I fuck with the down south niggas. But I know a lot of country niggas that ratted on up north niggas.
Man, they tell, man, you know they, man. Let's talk about it. Niggas quick to tell on the uptown.
Yo, like that nigga from Nebraska eating the banana. Talk about, I don't like that shit.
I don't like that shit.
Niggas was bringing that pressure. There's some niggas who get busy down there, but you know, in the heyday, niggas bringing that pressure. They can't handle that shit. They tell them, as soon as a nigga touch down,
oh man.
Yo, bro, I remember I moved to Virginia, right? When I first moved to Virginia. Right. Yo, bro, I left Virginia to go to Jersey. I was grabbing like, I think I grabbed like about 50 bricks of the pedo, right? Went back.
Allegedly.
Yo, I was years ago. They can't do nothing about it now, but yo, whatever. I did
shit, Tip see this video. You'll find out.
Allegedly. I came back. As soon as I touched down in VA, I already dropped the shit off. As soon as I touched down in VA, I called my man. Like, yo, I got everything. Boom. I got to him, dropped it off. Well, as soon as I dropped it off to him, the police ran down on me. I didn't have nothing on me, though, because I already got rid of it. Right. They was like, we heard you move. I'm like, I remove what? I'm a security. I'm a bodyguard. I'm like, who the fuck? Yo, the niggas that he was cool with already knew that I was bringing shit back to him. I wouldn't bring them because I didn't know them. You know what I'm saying? So they put the police on me, bro. Really? You know what? I'm going back. Yeah, you know, niggas put the police on me in Virginia, Roanoke, Virginia.
Yeah, that's how they do. That was their hustle. Get a nigga up out of here ASAP.
That's crazy.
Because you know, we paying $100 for a brick in Jersey, Roanoke, Virginia. That shit was going for $500 a brick.
That's why all these downtown niggas is getting the RICO, because they know they're gonna flip on each other. You know what I'm saying?
Michael Jordan, salute.
VA's that Commonwealth though, right?
Yeah, VA Commonwealth.
Yeah, my man got 27 years out there for some crack back in the 90s. He's just getting out.
I know a dude who got 20 years probation for 2 nickel bags of bull.
What?
Word Word up, the crazy thing, the dude sells smoke. He went down there to sell smoke, but he smoked. He wanted to smoke. Dumbass bought some weed from down there. As soon as he left, got pulled over, my nigga. Locked up. Had to do 20 years probation. After probably like 7 years, he got that shit, up out of there. They was on him.
7 years is a lot, bro.
Two nickel bags.
That's crazy.
But I want to understand. What I want to understand is why is the Boosie going to T.I. the way he went at Gunna?
Yeah, man. What's up, little Boosie? What's going on, man?
Selective politics.
Selective amnesia. Remember, they forget what they want to forget.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that, boy. Yo.
T.I. went on national TV on an interview and
Yeah,
said,
selective.
I read it on my cousin. I read it on my dad's cousin because he came from the spirits and the heavens to tell me to tell. No, nigga, you read your cousin and you read on somebody else because you didn't want to go to jail. Nobody came to you from the dead, nigga. Get the fuck out of here with that.
Well, boy, it wasn't never no debate with me after that shit happened. I think in Cincinnati or Cleveland, he took the stand.
He took the stand.
Yeah, like, that was before that gun shit.
Yo, I know homie from Atlanta. He's like, yo, I don't like these niggas that look like T.I., man. I know the type of.
Respect and peace. Yeah, we're talking about T.I. We talking about Wack 100. We talk about Boosie. All these niggas that's going that.
I never knew what he was talking about.
All these boys are going that Gunna, but they ain't talking about their boys' decision. Like Boosie ain't talking about T.I. Boosie, you know what I'm saying? He only going that Gunna. But that nigga Wack 100, he's not talking that. He ain't talking about 6ix9ine snitching, but he going that Gunna. He got all them
man, he married to a cop, like Wack married to a cop.
He said his wife is not a cop, bro.
Yeah.
Oh man, yo.
I even heard him say like when he go to the hood, I even heard him say like he go to the hood, he get a call from one of his police partners in case something going down, like why you gotta get up out of there. Told on himself.
Yo, right now I'm about to let y'all hear Young Thug's sister. Young Thug's sister about to speak. Everybody mad at her talking, but that's her brothers. Now you know what nigga snitch when the family speaking out. And you was like family to her, and she telling her, and she blacking on you. Nigga, you told, nigga. She speaking for Young Thug right now.
Yeah, I see that one too, bro.
Welcome back to Intel Hip Hop. In January, let's just take a look and see what she had to say about it.
I'm about to start showing my videos and stuff. I really just ain't been on that because I'm just like I know I'm supposed to be on that, but I ain't even been on that like lately. It's just so much shit and just so many lies and just so many mother around, so many hate up stories.
That's Young Thug and Drag right there,
I'm just waiting on Ginger to come so my brother can go to trial. I ain't even focused on nothing, but I'm just focused on my family. But I think my ear got wet saying, someone know you got Q-tip. Oh my God, I got wax in my ear. It's a lot of it too. I was just playing.
Can't wax in my ear.
I ain't even gonna get my nails done. I'm gonna get them done Friday.
Yo, James Bennett, I know that's his sister. That's his sister.
Thank you. My headband stopped from my ear just getting wet because the kind of hair that I have.
That's where Thugger get his stuff from.
Yeah.
I be so tired of people calling my phone. Stop calling me. Don't call me. Don't ask me nothing about my brother. I would want to share with y'all what I know. You ain't gonna know nothing about my brother. Hear through the grapevine. I ain't trying to be rude funny because I ain't got time for that. But he will most definitely say, because spit. Still a human. Y'all look at him as an artist, but he's a human. Like, he got feelings. When I said that to him, he was like, damn, man. And I'm like, yeah, Jeff, you know they got going around on the internet. He was like, for real? And I was like, yeah. But you know, we know these people personally, so I don't got to do all that on the internet. No, this right here, what we going through is a eye opener. I'm sorry, somebody. So you remember how we used to be like deep? You remember how like everybody was just saying YSL and like going with the flow? You know, even people that was inside of the count. We got to see through those people. Well, not me. My brother had to see through those people.
Baby.
So when he get out, yeah, it's gonna be dead docket. Y'all, I ain't no coming back around us. No, stop saying YSL, stop screaming it. I don't care if you sign or not. Just go on. We ain't with you. That's work for my brother and me. Yeah, my brother was sad when I told him he been heard about. I mean, he been knew. I went and see him Sunday, but he knew what had happened, but he didn't know that like it was all over the internet, and he didn't know that they recorded it. So when I shared that information with him, it just kind of like was a bummer. But I thought that somebody, whoever that he talked to, might have told him that already.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. Now, is she making the case better or worse for Young Thug by getting on
worse,
IG?
man. She's running her mouth too much, man. What the hell is she doing? First, she said, "Oh, y'all pray for Gunna or whatever if y'all mess with Gunna, blah blah blah. Stop calling him a snitch. It's not helping my brother's case. You know, she's on some. I don't know what she's on.
Yo, and what these niggas are doing, they making subliminal threats to Gunna.
Right.
They're making subliminal threats to Gunna that if anything happened to him, you know what's gonna happen to your boy, your brother, right? Young Thug.
Exactly.
They gonna put that body on him.
I was thinking, can't the Fed still pick up that case though?
Which one?
Yeah, the feds can still pick up the case.
So Gunna could still go back, right?
Facts. First of all, this nigga got caught sneaking drugs and cigarettes into a prison, bruh.
Yeah.
What happened to that charge, man? That's what I'm trying to figure out. You got to go back to court for that?
Man, they probably put all that together. So we need you to testify.
I don't know if they were able to prove it. Maybe the girl just got convicted or something.
Oh, okay.
But if the girl told she was bringing it for.
Oh yeah. Damn, that's bad.
Well, he ratted on that too. He ratted on the chick. He's like, yo,
he ratted on the chick.
All that force is hand.
Yo, I'm telling you, man. These niggas.
All that force is hand.
Yeah, like James said, they snitched. Yeah, man. When your people snitch on you, bro, I'm gonna tell you, when I got snitched on, bro, I'm thinking we cool. We write each other back and forth and shit. I'm 18, he's 17. He in the youth house. I'm in the county, right? So we write each other back and forth, right? He's like, yo, like we was like, WCB stick together. Westminster crime family stick together. You know what I'm saying? We writing in a letter. They think that crime family, that shit went up to 20 years. I'm like, what? Yo, when I got my discovery, right? My discovery shit, everything. I had already bailed out, but I went back on another charge. So I bailed out again. I'm gonna pop this nigga noodle. When I bailed out, seen the nigga, hit the nigga with some leg and some hip shots. I'm like, nigga, if I can't play basketball no more, you can't play basketball no more. They rocked my bell again, locked me back up, and that nigga, yo, I had to take a case. I had to take a plea because that nigga was gonna take the stand. His mama told him, "This is my cousin now, my father's son."
You was playing college ball at the time?
Now I was getting ready to go to college. I was playing for Elizabeth High. My senior, my last year, my senior year of high school, I just committed to UNLV with Riley
Oh,
Massolini.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yep. Yeah, bro.
Nigga, you could have been a Runner Rebel Part 2 out this bitch.
Yeah, who's on the team? Who's on the team then?
Oh, well, I was gonna go there. That nigga, Ty Shine, the nigga from New York, Ty Shine. I think he was going there. Then they had another class coming in was this tall ass nigga, Keon Clark. What's his name?
Yeah, Keon Clark.
He's playing for the Raptors.
Yeah, Keon
Clark. Oh yeah, you played against Keon Clark? Oh shit.
Yeah, we go to school together. And then it was Then we had
he used to play for Toronto.
This other cat, his brother played for the NBA. His brother's Randy Burns, played for Chicago Bulls, got 3 rings with him. He got recruited there too. Really? So it was a lot of us go come there like the same year, the next year. Yeah. So we have a nice squad.
Damn. Damn.
Boy, you gonna be on for a sec?
That's
I'll be on for a second.
I'll be back.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so
that messed up your whole college thing?
My whole everything. Yo, Riley Massolini came up to Union County Jail and was like, yo, man, I'm sorry to tell you this, but we ain't gonna be able to help you with this because we just got out that scandal with Larry Johnson and them.
Right.
Tartanian. What? Yeah, Tartanian on them.
Yeah.
So they said we can't help you with this, brother. I'm like, all right, I understand. And I sat there I sat in the county waiting for sentencing, waiting to get sentenced, all that for 2.5 years, bro.
Oh shit.
They revoked my bail and everything. I was kind of 2.5 years, man, waiting to get sentenced. And then instead of them sending me to a adult correctional facility, they sent me straight to state prison.
Oh wow. Yeah, he was a big nigga probably. They're like, yo, fuck that.
Nigga, I only had 5 years. The woman in locked up with niggas got 25, 50 years life.
That's how they do sometimes, you know? Shit.
Yeah. Damn. Wow. Okay.
Charge.
Damn,
the
man.
Drug charges.
So how was your high school ball game at Elizabeth?
Oh man, my game was nice, man. We had a great team though, man. So our third string could have been any other team in New Jersey starting squad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man.
So who do you play?
We got 2 states.
You'll play like St. Anthony's and shit like that?
We play St. Anthony's. We play St. Raymond's. We play LaSalle Academy.
Okay.
We played St. Patrick. We go bust St. Patrick's every year. That's St. Patrick's too.
Right.
They owned by Elizabeth too. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. No, yeah.
So yeah, we play we played Roselle Catholic. Roselle High School.
A couple of
High School.
Right.
Yeah. Linda High School, Wally Dixon, main event. That's my man. We still talk to. He's supposed to come on my show soon. Man, event's supposed to be on my show soon to talk about his charity thing he's doing. So we set that up now. Roger Rose. I played against Roger Rose. I played against Irvington High School. I'm Kenya Capers in them. My boy Lance L. Boogie Jackson. He went to Irvington and he went to Eastside High in Newark. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And he played for the Charlotte Hornets for a couple of years.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? My boy Lance L. Boogie Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Salute to him. But I played against a lot of. I played against Brevin Knight.
Okay.
Brevin Knight. Oh shit.
Yeah. His brother. I played against. I played against Bob.
He was a Jersey guy.
Yeah, he was a Jersey guy. Yeah, he played for Seton Hall Prep in Jersey.
Yes.
Yeah. He played for the Cavs for a bit, and then he played for.
Rashawn McLeod. Rashawn McLeod that went to Duke. That played in the NBA. He from Jersey City. They played against him in high school. We played against a lot of great players, man. Word up.
Hey man.
But that's old school. I'm about to be 47 now, man. I'm talking about 30 years.
You getting busted took all the gas out of you from playing ball.
No, I didn't take the gas out of me. Nah, I played in the pre-now system. We had a pre-now league I played in.
Oh,
and
yeah?
I was averaging like 30 points. 15 in the pre-now league.
Yeah, they said the baddest nigga that ever played to touch a basketball was locked up. Boy in Jordan, you know.
No, bro, they say there's a Jordan in jail, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's a Jordan in jail, it's a LeBron in jail, it's a Shaq in jail. Matter of fact, I was locked up with Shaq's older brother. Shaq brother, not older, his brother. little bit young, like a little bit older
Oh,
than him.
yeah?
I was locked up with
Oh,
him, yeah.
shit.
We was in prison together. And he's a big, tall, ugly nigga too.
Oh shit, that's funny.
But he had game. But yeah, man, I'm saying, that's why I said when I pull out this snitch shit, man, I be going on these snitches. It's because I feel the pain of these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because like that, this is your right hand man, this is your family, like your brother, and this nigga.
Exactly, like.
And this nigga fucking straight ratting on you, bruh. Come on, man. I'm talking about. And then you got little his sister look just like him in drag. I swear. Let's go back. Let's throw our brother on the bus some more, so we could clown on her. Then we can go to Wack 100, clown on his country ass.
Oh man,
I'm great.
What she got to say, man?
You don't like what? Larry, stop playing. I don't got time to be playing. I use stuff on my skin, girl.
My little brother Scott in the building. A lot of makeup on that ugly ass face. I see that's what it is. There ain't a lot of stuff.
No, YSL gonna always be YSL till we dead and pale. But the mother that's in this mother screaming YSL for the mother that want to come around and want to just ride our way and do all that extra. It's for them. I don't plan on I ain't dropping it right now. I just said it. You probably with it. I got music videos and I got a lot of I can drop a whole tape. But I ain't on that type of time. Really scared to drop songs. You see how she got there trying to use folk lyrics. Everybody looking on the limb right now. He said the music you listen to. Cause you gonna make a fire. Did I talk to Gunna? No. I have not talked to Gunna. Y'all know what's going on. If these people is going to court, is in jail, all of them for the same, we can't really be talking to you. Well, nobody really want to talk to each other right now until we figure out what's going on with the DA. Because she trying to get the trial pushed back like that. She trying to get the trial pushed back right like that. But the thing is, it's like you just did all the press conference. You just did all that.
Yo, this girl is talking too much on this case. He need to tell his sister to shut her damn mouth.
Yeah, I mean,
Goggle. You're an old head. Goggle, that's the old head. That's the OG. That's my OG right there. I'm everybody else's OG, but Goggle, my OG. Goggle. Where is she going right now?
I think she's talking too much, man. I mean, my whole thing is that you don't want to get the opposition emotional. That motivates. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she just needs to keep. Yeah, she just needs to keep her mouth shut. She said in the beginning, she said she wasn't going to say nothing, but she's saying a whole lot now.
Yeah.
I was gonna say nothing about.
Exactly.
What he thinks, whatever.
She got her 50 minutes of fame, and she's riding that shit out now.
Oh, now she's talking about she about to drop some videos. I got a lot of videos.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Yo, she come out rapping. We gonna think she Gunna and drag. I mean, we gonna think she Young Thug and drag, yo. But like I say, man,
did they seize Young Thug's accounts or something like that or not? Or is that bullshit?
Nah, they can't seize Young Thug's account because he got so much legitimate money, so they don't know what money is which probably.
They didn't put it on hold or nothing. That he's allowed to use his
Nah,
he allowed to use his money. That's how he pay for his lawyer.
All right, okay, good. Okay.
But shit, I would thought they would do it. They probably season that after the shit that old boy just said.
I mean, if he gets convicted, they're gonna try to seize shit. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna, try to use. Did they try to use the narrative that he started this thing with drug money?
Nah, they didn't.
They didn't do that because
I think it's more about the murders and shit.
The murders, it's more about the murders and shit like that, and the guns.
But when they try to say YSL's a gang, I mean, don't they try to like integrate that with the company name too, and try to do a 2-for-1?
Well, I didn't hear nothing
50
about
episodes
them
up
going
there.
after the company, but you never know. Maybe they could try to find a way. But
Well,
I
I'll
don't
tell
think.
you right now, I guarantee the IRS is going through all 300's books. I
Well, yeah,
guarantee
if
you.
he's paying his taxes, then you know.
I guarantee you 300
Remember,
sacrifices.
it's all about the money at the end of the day. Yeah.
They want to see how the money's earned, who it comes from, how it gets routed.
Yeah.
You could pay. He could pay some money and get a reduced sentence after a couple of years. You know, it's a lot of shit you could do. You know?
Man, I'm just looking at this shit like this, man. It's a shame that this is your man's. And instead of you standing 10 toes down, you stabbed the nigga in the back. He admitted that there was a gang. He also admitted that the drugs and guns wasn't his. And it was only him and Young Thug in the car together. He admitted that the gang did violent acts and he knew about them.
Oh no. That was telling right
Yo, Cuz said, yo, YSL must go down. You know what I'm saying? What did he say?
He said YSL the gang must die.
Must come to an end. Yeah.
Must come to an end.
Yeah, but you know the prosecution wrote that for him to sign off and agree with. You know what I'm saying? That didn't sound like that came from him. That the prosecutors, they wrote that up and he just signed off. He signed off on that statement.
You don't think Gunna said that?
Nah, I think the prosecutor's office they wrote that in there. That's how much control they had. They wanted to control the narrative of words too. Like, yeah. And he just signed off, like, yeah, okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, I agree to those words.
Yeah. He's like, thank you. Let me go home to my big booty Puerto Rican.
Oh man.
Nigga walked out of jail with a big booty Puerto Rican going to get in the Maybach.
Yeah, he did the George Jefferson.
He did moving on up to the east side with a deluxe apartment in the sky.
Yo, I thought I read something where he said he can't come out the house.
Yo,
he got ankle monitor. He got ankle monitor for a little time. He better come out the house.
Oh, that's okay.
Niggas is throwing slices of cheese in front of his
Maybach.
SUV.
I saw that.
SUV, yo.
A whole pack of cheese. And sliced cheese shit.
That's
that shit right in front of his knee. That's just funny as hell.
He needs to move into the sticks. He got to go to the sticks instead of some apartment building now.
This guy got to go. He got to go to Nebraska.
Yeah.
And become a corn husker. He got to grow corn on a farm.
Yo, he might be a marked man. He probably gonna be a marked man. There's a lot of fans, a lot of crazy people out there.
Yo,
man.
little baby already said some dumb shit. He's like, yo, that nigga need to be dead. That little baby said something like, man, somebody need to pop that nigga head. I'm like, what? Little baby, you crazy?
Yeah, don't say all that, especially on the thing, not on social media.
If that nigga gonna slip and fall on banana peel and break his neck, little baby going to jail.
I'm just saying, why put in an investigation on yourself? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Those kind of words motivate anyway. They don't even have to be this situation. Him just saying that, they'll just look into him because of his background. You know, just don't agitate the feds. They got a lot of money and free time.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't agitate the motherfuckers.
Yo, let's listen to what Wack 100 had to say about the shit again. Because Wack 100, because I told you, this punk ass nigga, you can't talk about nobody snitching when you hang with a snitch. I don't understand these guys, man. How you gonna talk about another nigga snitching when you had the biggest snitch in America?
Young Thug's people, right? They can't really attack it, but they let me know because they know I'm gonna say something. They had no idea Gunna was about to do it.
Oh my God.
Zero.
That's why didn't nobody say welcome home.
Yeah. They said that Instagram post that went up is a fan page. That ain't they real shit. The squad, the attorneys, nobody had any idea Gunna was gonna do that. Gunna's management team,
Gunna knew.
It's even deeper than that. They felt like the label knew. And they said it's see Gunna try to breach Thug on the contract because of this shit. Get free, go solo, then sign direct. So he on some real fuck.
Oh, so he cracked.
So they had no idea.
Zero idea.
Wack was right
But they can't, you know, they can't go at him.
Look at this
It ain't
little
gonna look
groupie in the
Right.
back. Boy, shut up.
They can't verbally, you know what I'm saying? It just won't look good. It'll still look like a threat or attack.
Yeah, especially if he cooperated. It was like a witness tampering.
His sister said
Zero
yesterday just for him.
Yeah, ain't no way that they could have known. You know, I didn't think that they even knew anything because the shit that he said. Like, why would they go for that? You know what I mean?
Zero idea.
But people were saying that Young Thug they call. Like,
Why
Young
Young
told
Thug
him to do it.
tell you to incriminate YSL?
I know.
Yeah, they whole thing. Think about it. Okay, let's go back to it. When his first bail hearing, when you had Kevin Lyles and the young kid Corey J.
Right.
Everything about that, the kid is saying YSL is not a gang. It means, you know, young, successful, whatever. To me, it's a way to show motivation to get black people out the ghetto.
Right.
The whole campaign was YSL is not a gang. The whole campaign was that. We call that?
Hell yeah. Then you
Now all of a sudden you think Thug gonna tell a nigga, yeah, go on and tell him we're a gang.
Come on.
And
The
you
one
know.
person, the one person that was right under Thug that could validate if it was, you think Thug told this nigga is somebody who was pretty much high up there, right under this nigga, to go and validate that shit? That shit sounds stupid as hell, Wack.
He did all that on his own. His team kept that a
Hell
secret.
yeah.
On both sides of it. Nobody.
Hold up, but
knew.
everybody talk about Gunna. Why we ain't talk about the co-founder of YSL? This nigga home too.
Oh yeah, he home. I forgot
The
the
co-founder home too.
DK.
Yeah, what's his real name? What's his real name?
I don't know, but something YSL DK they called him.
Yeah, well he home too.
He's I read something this morning about somebody pistol whipped his girlfriend or something one time.
Oh, word?
Over some beef he was in, yeah. They caught his girl and pistol whipped his girl.
Yo.
And DK testified in Clayton County or a couple of different places somewhere. He testified for a minute now, I heard.
Word?
Yeah, on other shit or something. I don't know. Like, yeah, he's been in the loop, allegedly.
Yeah, man. But yo.
Damn,
YSL
So now what happens? I wonder.
Nothing.
Is Gunna gonna be?
They're blindsided.
Walter Murphy. His name Walter Murphy. Oh, check this out, Joe. I'm gonna put this. Hold on, check this out. YSL co-founder. See, this is what happened when you deal with snitches in your camp. You can't have no snitches in your camp, bro. Look at this shit. Hold up. Well, let me go to this, y'all. Before we go back to that Wack 100 shit. Look at this shit, yo. The YSL co-founder, he testified in 2014 in the case.
Mm-hmm. See?
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all rocking with me. One of Wyatt recently pled guilty and also testified in another case.
You're facing a tough time, Shan. How are you going to get through that?
The same way I got through everything else with God. Am I safe?
All these niggas use God when they want to
With
rap.
the news of Gunna's plea deal casting a temporary shadow over the rest of the YSL case, an actual member and the founder of YSL has also pled guilty. 31-year-old Walter Murphy, who is more commonly known throughout Atlanta as DK, has also been released after pleading guilty to one count of violating Georgia's RICO Act. But unlike Gunna, DK has even stronger ties to the alleged gang and a violent criminal history. Within the YSL indictment, DK would be listed as having committed 10 acts in furtherance of YSL, including tootings and even tattooing YSL on his forehead. Back in September 2013, according to court transcripts, two brothers were on their way home when a black male wearing a red shirt and black shorts approached the vehicle saying, "You already know what time it is," as he aimed a handgun demanding money. That's when he fired a single round into the floor of the car between the victim's legs when the two brothers got out of the car and ran. It just so happened 3 police officers were inside of a neighboring apartment within the complex on a separate investigation when they heard the shot. One officer ran to the parking lot, witnessing the suspect wearing a red shirt run and jump into a Nissan with 2 other men. Another officer jumped in front of the Nissan, demanding the 3 men exit the vehicle at gunpoint, but the Nissan drove past, almost hitting the officer before crashing into an unmarked police vehicle. The officer would open fire, shooting into DK's getaway vehicle as DK and another man shot back before a short speed chase would end when the suspects crashed into a laundromat. The initial victim in the robbery claimed he'd been robbed, and DK was found in possession of exactly $970, the amount reported stolen. DK and his accomplice had been shot and were transported to the hospital while the getaway driver was uninjured and gave a statement to police. He claimed the victim was a drug dealer and they planned to rob him. He further claimed the police vehicle was unmarked and all he knew was the car drove up and started shooting, so he drove off while DK and the other man were shot in the back seat. 3 guns were found in the getaway vehicle, 2 of which had been fired during the exchange and gunfire with police. Investigators would soon learn the victim, Derek Dotson, had actually dated DK's cousin, and DK wasn't robbing him, but confronting him on the money he was shorted. A few months later, Derek had shot at DK and pistol whipped his child's mother in a parking lot. According to DK transcripts, it states DK and his child's mother both testified against Derek Dotson in Clayton County Court. It further states DK has been talking to Atlanta police about some important matters. He's been doing right. Derek Dotson would die by alleged suicide before trial in his case. While still going to court for the shooting, DK would be out on bond in April of 2015. He rifled at 4 men, striking 1 in the head. The man would luckily survive, but be permanently disfigured as a large portion of his skull had to be removed.
Oh, damn.
For whatever reason, the details of this case have been sealed. DK would take an alpha plea in his first case and was sentenced to 15 years in prison, was given 7 months time served, and only had to serve 18 months in prison, while the remainder of his sentence was to be on probation. In his second shooting, DK pled guilty and was sentenced to 25 years, having to serve 8 in prison, followed by 12 years of probation and a 5-year suspended sentence. The majority of crimes committed within the YSL case were committed while DK was serving time in prison, and DK was currently on parole before being indicted. But while his lawyer tries to portray DK as having already served his time like a man, previous transcripts clearly state DK had some type of interaction with police going on way back in 2013. And even
all right, that's the co-founder of YSL right here. Now y'all thinking, this how would you let a nigga like this be a co-founder of your crew and you already know he testified on motherfucker?
I mean, did he know?
They had to know, bruh. I'll tell you, these niggas think these niggas they boys. They're like, oh, they can rattle anybody, but they ain't gonna tell on me. No, nigga, don't tell on you too, bro. When they back against the wall.
Facts.
You they meal ticket, bro. You they get on free car. You they get out your free car, bro. So they gonna tell on you too, bro. They just tell on niggas they know, they don't know, or niggas they beef with. They gonna tell on you too. Like I should have knew my cousin was a rat because nigga was a tattletale all I was growing up.
Oh damn.
You get your ass whooping and shit, telling you everything and shit.
Right.
Like, God damn, I should know this nigga was a rat. He was always telling something.
So wait,
my man Stone said they knew that back then. Like I said, what I'm saying is, when you have a snake amongst your team, this nigga in a video with a snake neck on one of the rap videos. That should be a sign right there. He already telling you that snake. We gotta bite you, nigga.
For real.
Man, I'm not understanding that, bro. I'm like I said, bro. I don't feel that. I don't like that. That shit bothers me in other ways, bro. So I'm like, yo, bro, this is your man's, bro. Man,
they had no knowledge of him doing that, so they're blindsided. So that means
there was a blindside. Man, hold on. We've seen the video of that nigga Gunna ratting back when he was in Houston, Texas. We seen that years ago.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
oh, you didn't see that? You didn't see that one, bro?
Nah.
Yo, Ganga.
Nah.
You didn't see? Hold up. Let me let you see. I'm like, hold up. Let me pull that shit up for you.
This nigga's ratting, man. Acting like it's not ratting. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Hold on. Gunna ratting in Houston, Texas. Hold on. Let me see. That thing. In Houston, Texas. Hold on, here we go right here. Hold on, here we go.
What's that first 48 video there? Yeah,
right. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hold on. Look at this shit. This is back before he moved to Atlanta.
I can't be at my best of my health this night. So I got an updated COVID vaccine. It protects the original COVID virus and Omicron. I stay up to date so I can stay on point for the ones I love.
I mean,
there you go. You see that, right?
Yeah.
First 48.
What year was that?
60 minutes. Was that like 20? Was that like 2015, 2016, something like that?
Wow. That's crazy.
It's been a long line of snitching.
That's deep.
It's been.
They had to know
so these
about
niggas
that.
knew that back then. That matter of fact, that was like 2015, 2014, because he got with YSL like 2016. That's what he got YSL.
That's that ego. They ain't gonna do that to me.
Yep. Like this it's a snitch, man. It's a snitch that's from around my way. His name is Lover J. He snitched to the whole E4 posse. He came home.
Lover J.
Started hustling again. Lover J. He came home, started hustling again, right? Yo, he got back down with another crew.
Mm-hmm.
Snitched on them. They got them locked, got them sent away for years.
God,
he went down to Pittsburgh, PA, and got with another crew from my hometown that was down in Pittsburgh getting money.
Snitch.
Told on them and got them niggas 20 years, and this nigga's still walking around.
Wow. Jesus. Wow. That's some crazy. That's some crazy statistics.
Yeah.
Right.
He got a black cloud on him.
That's some crazy stats.
That nigga got a badge on him, boy.
Yeah.
That's what. Hey, I'll be on Facebook. Yeah, he sent me a friend request on Facebook, right? I'm looking. I'm seeing all these mutual friends we got.
Yeah,
I'm like, look at all
if
these.
he's watching this right now, if he's watching this right now, please stay away from me.
Jay, we got JJ in the building. Big James in the building. Salute.
Salute King. Salute Matt. Salute George. Salute.
Gangu.
Oh, Gonzo. My bad, man.
Yeah, it's all good.
Oh, Gangu.
Yeah.
Salute. But yeah, man, they said they got like 7 snitches on the case right now.
Oh, there'll be more. They're just gonna stack up.
Yeah.
The more sign that plea, the more the next people are going to be more comfortable that they sign one too.
Yeah,
exactly.
We got Stone C in the building. BTB
salute.
Representative.
The ambassador of the BTB.
Ambassador of BTB,
man. The Texas branch. Yeah,
Texas branch.
The Texas branch, man. What's up, fam? Not a panel, man, y'all.
No, we good, man. We good.
Just chilling.
So,
Hey, I want to say this: when you call your slime, what you think gonna happen? You already knew he did
some
that crime
slippery
stopper.
shit, right?
Exactly.
Everybody knew he did that crime stopper video. That ain't nothing new. It wasn't new when they showed it to the world. Everybody knew that.
Yeah.
But you signed his label, like Bourne said. Oh, he ain't gonna tell on me until a nigga tell on you. See, ain't nobody bigger than the system. See, that's the problem with us. We bigger than the system. Oh, he ratted on them niggas. Them niggas were marks anyway. They were lame. Once a snitch, always a snitch, Jack. Ain't no explaining that.
Exactly.
Once a snitch, always a snitch. Man, you're a man, look, you don't get on no Crime Stoppers video. Unless you got some type of form of snitching in your body. You was okay with putting your face on that camera.
Yeah.
It was
Highly
cool.
confident too.
Now you become you get a record deal. Now you're a Shady Park rolling 6. Then you go to jail when it get real. Oh man, I want to take a woo 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 woo. You taking that plea deal? You didn't do nothing. Execute Young Thug. That means you admitting to it's a game. He said it. So all these vlogs talking
Yo,
about
he said,
And not only
He said
that,
more
like
than that, bro.
if they
he said
take it to
YSL
trial,
must come to an end.
you know, if they
YSL
take it to
gang
trial
must
and he
come
get
to an end.
called, if they take it to trial and he get called, he gotta speak because that's part of his deal.
Yo, he also said that he admits to knowing about murders and shooters and violence acts that took place.
Yeah.
He told.
But this the cold part.
Yeah.
When they hit him with that Alpha deal, right? The Alpha plea deal. Yes, they can't convict him, but people think saying plead the fifth is always good. Like let's say they ask him, is Young Thug the head of this organization? I plead the fifth.
Yeah,
Damn,
he can't plead
the
he can't plead the fifth on everything.
No, he already worked the deal out. He can plead a fifth on whatever he wants to.
Yeah.
That's part of the deal he made. They can call him to court, but he don't have to answer nothing. But if you plead the fifth,
you
heard
say
your
guilty
man.
anyway. You heard your man because you can say nah, they ain't the lead of it, but you say I plead the fifth. Now they're like, oh well, they assuming he's the lead because you plead the fifth and saying he's not.
Right.
But if you say he's not, and it turns out he wrong, then he gonna get tripped up because he lying on the stand. So he lose.
That's the only way Gunna can go locked back down because that's part of his deal.
Yeah, but But he said on the plea that he witnessed gang activity. So if they get him on the stand, can they ask him about gang activity?
He can plead the fifth. See, that's a part of the Alpha deal. Even though he admitted to what we seen, they wrote in there he can still plead the fifth. They can't incriminate him.
Okay,
he don't have nothing.
Okay, I understand, but from the exterior, from what he pled to on paper and what was announced, on video and audio from the courtroom, I mean that incriminates Young Thug enough, though.
Yeah, by itself. That's exactly what I'm saying. Exactly.
Right.
By him even saying them words, Young Thug is
So
gone.
why are they saying it can't be used? It's inadmissible in court. Like, why are they saying that? Like,
but if you take it to trial,
it's subliminal snitching.
that ain't even dry snitching. Like he said, it's subliminal snitching because you gotta think about it, bro. He not getting tried by the judge. He getting tried by a jury. And that jury gonna look at Gunna getting out of jail and they gonna look at what the judge asked.
Exactly. Like the jury's not gonna take that into consideration.
Gunna think he won that. It's what you not listening to that's gonna get Thug in trouble. He not understanding completely. I don't think he really understands. He's thinking I'm
you're right. Exactly. That's what it is. He doesn't really exactly. He didn't really understand. He got finessed.
Yeah, but that's his fault. You can't rap about this stuff and be this stuff, and then when the shit hit the fan, you want to say you didn't know. We thought you was a street guy.
Because you already know the cops gonna play any card they got.
Yo, he was gonna only get
One thing
5
I give
years, bro.
6ix9ine, hey, this
You
real
ain't
talk.
gonna do 5 years, bro. Come on, you're rich
Man,
already.
that's what I'm saying. That's why that's why
This shit,
my
man.
mob, man, because it's cool to tell now.
That's how they
You
squeeze
got
you.
6ix9ine. I mean 6ix9ine, look,
And the
I
one
ain't
in
even
there
mad
got a
at
little
6ix9ine.
degree,
No,
you
I'm gonna
know,
tell you why. I ain't even mad at
started working
6ix9ine.
out.
But if you kidnap me, you my partners. He ain't no gangster. Now, let's say it was me and I get kidnapped. The homies do that. Okay, I'm a street nigga, so I gotta go by the code. But him, that's a little kid. Y'all knew that kid was gonna tell on y'all eventually. If you a real street cat, that's like
Man, they
Bourne going to
definitely
pick up.
knew.
Yeah, that's like Bourne going to Elizabeth going to get somebody from the other side that worked at a restaurant that's buffing tables and turning them into a gangster rapper. What you think gonna happen? Now y'all didn't do nothing but make them rich. See, Gunna needs the black community to make music. 6ix9ine didn't need us to make music. He go to Hobby Dobby, Russia. He don't need us.
Yeah, nah, he be in Dubai.
Yeah, he got a whole nother racial fan
Yeah,
base.
yeah, because he's a
Because
caricature. That's all.
yeah.
He ain't the
Yeah,
real
Gunna, he
deal.
needs us. You can't go rap to them white boys like that. Now, we were buying that music. I mean, I
Yo,
don't think he
Gunna's
can get money from it. Just my opinion.
gonna start doing gospel music. He got to. It's the
Man,
only
that
way
nigga
to come
preacher,
back.
man. He gonna be preaching. He
They
gonna
ain't
be a
giving
reverend.
they ain't giving Young Thug. They ain't giving Young Thug no plea deal, yeah. Young Thug ain't getting no plea deal. They gonna smoke his boots.
Yeah,
He
it's too
lost
many
a chance
people
to get a plea
saying
deal.
no.
They saying right now he's facing like 50 years.
Man, they say
He's
they.
facing like
Hey, look,
they saying
I'm gonna
they
tell you.
saying that, but
Yeah, he's
like
gonna get off on a technicality, man. Watch.
No.
Watch.
Ain't no look. It's too many people telling on him to get out for a technicality. It's like Boosie said, man. If you put 36 eggs in a bag, you don't.
Yo,
All of them
all
gonna
they
crack.
have is hearsay. Yo, they're gonna say it's
It ain't
hearsay,
no hearsay. It ain't no
and
hearsay.
and they got that car that he rented. That's all they have.
Nah, only thing he
They
want,
can't
bro.
use none of the shit that they found in the crib. You
No,
know what I'm
they
saying?
only. You gotta
Nah,
listen, man.
they're using them pleas against him.
Yes, and then Mac, you gotta listen. They just throwing away out of court when
I've
they
seen it
ran his
happen though.
house and they didn't have no
Yeah.
warrant. But what about the times they did have warrant? What about the people that's in jail that's telling on them? So yes, throw that part away. Throw the phone away. Throw away what you read in the phone. You still got 38 people telling on.
and then not to mention that
You
case
know
from
what? He's gonna sit down for
2013.
another year or two, and then they're gonna.
And a
Man, they
couple
say
of
that
hundred,
boy got
couple of hundred,
300 witnesses
yeah,
coming
a couple
against him.
hundred witnesses allegedly.
300. Who gonna beat that? John Gotti can't beat that.
Yo, that matches the label they're on, 300 Entertainment.
Yo,
Mm-hmm.
now hold up. Now y'all listen to my queen. Y'all see what my queen said? That's what Mrs. BTBTV said. Smash that like button, share, subscribe, and donate Cash App on screen. Saturday Night Live, BTBTV link up. It's a movement. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Salute.
That part, Quinn. That
you
part.
already know.
Yeah, I'm the Texas
Yo, but I'm
branch,
gonna show
man. Yeah,
Texas
go
branch,
ahead.
Hey,
Texas branch of
I'm gonna share
BTBTV.
this live on my IG like while I get off. I'm gonna put the link up there.
I do that. I'll do that. Yo, check this out. I'm about to show y'all the E4 posse thing, right? I'm gonna let y'all know how bad, how dirty they did my peoples, my family. But I was there to see all this shit happen, man. I was right under the wings of these niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got my cousin there. He was a second, third in command. You know what I'm saying? He did 15 years of the feds, and he was a juvenile when this shit happened.
Well, it seems the great minds at Clown Dog Hot Dog Parlor and out.
This is fair use.
You want a posse?
Yo, this bring back memories. That's why I'm playing it, because I'm letting y'all know that the closest ones to you will be the ones that
Do you for real?
Discuss the crisis. Bob called and said, "Boss, this is a real problem." And that's when we decided to go to New York to have Bob make this presentation.
We spent the entire day talking about crack and what it was doing in New York. We had senior police department
who we had great relationship with us, but they were upset because we weren't working with them. And so we spent the day, and Jack Boy said, "You're right."
Salute, Big E.
Coincidentally, it was the
Big
same
E,
day
what
that
up?
Len's overdose death occurred.
Jack Long walked away, said, "You're right."
Coincidentally, it was the same day that Len Bias overdose death occurred in Washington.
As the meeting broke up, they heard the news. The brilliant college basketball star Len Bias had died of a cocaine overdose the night before, just 2 days after signing with the Boston Celtics.
Oh, Bias, whoops.
We walk out of a meeting that we spent 7 hours in talking about a drug that frightened us because of what its potential was, and then to find out that somebody with as much talent as a Len Bias, with as great a future, had died from an overdose of cocaine. It really impacted all of us.
It's a shame the death of a basketball star had to change the nation's perception about a drug, but that's exactly what happened.
From the crime subcommittee, the death penalty for major traffickers.
From the crime subcommittee, the death penalty for major traffickers. From the crime subcommittee, the death penalty for major traffickers.
This is Eyewitness News at noon.
Good afternoon. I'm Bob Goldman.
Hello. Local success story took a tragic turn this morning. Len Bias, the Maryland University basketball star on his way to becoming a world champion Boston Celtic, died of an apparent heart attack today at Leland Memorial Hospital in Georges County. Dave Statter is at the College Park campus of the University of Maryland with this live update.
Andrea, this is Washington Hall. This is where Len Bias collapsed early this morning in this dormitory here on the University of Maryland campus. He was talking to some friends early this morning when he collapsed. Far from the hospital, many of his friends showed up at the hospital, obviously very upset over this news and this latest turn and the end of this tragic career, the University of Maryland basketball star. From what we understand, CPR, cardiopulmonary resuscitation, was started right away as soon as Bias collapsed by some people that were with him in the room here at Washington Hall. Georges County ambulance took him to the hospital.
Fair use, pop a lot.
Dr. Edward Wilson, Cleveland Hospital, worked on Bias.
At this point, it's cardiorespiratory arrest. It's now a coroner's case. The body will be sent to Baltimore. Further information will come out. We don't know what caused the death. He was circulating blood well, so it looks like there was no internal bleeding. To be somewhere in the primary pump area, which is the heart, and that was the part that's not working.
A morgue wagon took the body to the medical examiner's office in Baltimore, where an autopsy will be performed. The cause of the death not determined. Only thing we know is that Bias's heart stopped. Prince George's County homicide detectives have been investigating this death, just a routine death investigation at this point. They came to Washington Hall here at the University of Maryland to talk to friends and talk to anybody who knows about.
Hold on.
You're over, every little theater of operations.
Introducing Discover Online Privacy Protection.
And have a hearing, energy and commerce, merchant marine and fisheries, interior and insular affairs, armed services, ways and means. Everybody's like drugs. The curtain goes up and hearings are held on what every congressional committee can do with drugs.
In record time, Congress rewrote virtually all the nation's drug laws. A Get Tough Down unparalleled in drug war history. Measures included, from the crime subcommittee, the death penalty for major traffickers, life in prison for some repeat offenders, more severe federal penalties for simple possession,
From the Armed Services Committee, for the first time, direct involvement of the U.S. military in interdiction. From the Committee on Merchant Marine and Fisheries, stiff penalties for drugs found in any American boat. From the Judiciary Committee, federal penalties for money laundering and a new asset forfeiture law that allowed federal police agencies to...
People that's old enough to remember this, y'all remember this. You remember Chicago, right?
Agriculture Committee, the owning of forest rangers.
Gago, you remember this, right?
There were some
which
agencies involved, not because they have a desire.
Well, they passed that law. Because I remember on my block, when they passed that law, they had a big ass sign across my block that said, if you buy or sell drugs here, you're going to jail.
Yeah.
they had the big ass banner. Like, you know how they put the holiday banners that they go from pole to pole on top of light poles?
We had like off the highway type shit?
No, they had off the highway and they had it on the major drug blocks.
Yeah.
That shit was everywhere. Off the highways on the major drug blocks, like it was about projects, all that, bruh.
Nah,
It's crazy, man.
You know Jersey don't play.
Nah, bro. I'm from Eastwick, Elizabeth. Bruh.
Yeah, I know it's heavy up there too.
I remember all the murders. I was around. I remember all the murders. Man, I remember coming
that's Union County, not Essex, right?
That's Union County, yeah, Union County.
I get confused with, like, I know it's like border.
Right? We right next to each other, so some people get confused.
Yeah.
Union County all day. 908 Nation.
Irvington is Union County or Essex?
Essex. Hillside is Union County.
Okay.
Hillside is Union County. Summit is Union County. Plainfield is Union County.
Roselle.
Broadway, Roselle, London. Yeah, that's all Union County.
Okay, got you. That's how.
Yeah, rest in peace, Len Byers. But Len Byers was a smoker crack. He was sniffing coke. And that's the first time. That was the first time he sniffed coke, and it killed him.
It was before the fentanyl, and he died anyway.
Yeah.
Wow.
Necessarily to do something about drug abuse in the country. Their interest in the issue is fostered by budget. If there's money available, organizations that may not be able to get sufficient funding for their own operations will say, well, we're going to form a drug unit. For example, someone showed me the training tape. It was a terrific tape of people dressed in camouflage gear, heavily armed, camouflage paint, rappelling out of helicopters. And
mob ties. We on our way to New Jersey with it. Elizabeth.
That's right. Eastwick, stand
My
up.
niggas from New Jersey. I get in the comment box. Y'all know I always fuck with y'all niggas real strong. Now, we definitely going to be covering one of, I want to say, the top legends coming out of New Jersey. I know most of the names mentioned. We get Midget Molly a lot. We get Akbar Prey a lot. I almost want to say the gentleman that we covering today, his story kind of goes under the radar because he really didn't get a chance to, I don't even really want to say, to really start his career, to be honest. And it was a lot of circumstances within this particular case that just stood out with me. And that's going to be pretty much before I was doing Mob Ties. I heard about this story and it always struck home for me, just like several other stories. When I first kind of went through several, like some prior episodes, some stuff, like certain stuff I would kind of leave out, or I wouldn't give every single detail because I felt, just out of respect of the person that I was covering, some of the stuff was not like full public knowledge, so I ain't really want to. But I really think this one is really one that gets covered, and the guy that we're going to be covering today is going to be Bilal Pretlow. And for those of you that never heard of Mr. Pretlow, he's going to be, like I said, pretty much a 21-year-old that, or at the start of his career, from all accounts, they're going to say he was 17, but That's just based on the research that I did. And he was, I want to say, born and raised in New Jersey. And it's like I said, when
Rest in
I
peace to him. His
first
son got
started doing
murdered
Mob
too.
Ties, put it like this: this
And
was one of
Elizabeth.
the episodes
Oh yeah,
that I knew I
His son
had
just
to
got murdered,
cover
Elizabeth, a
and
few
I had
years
to
ago.
speak on. So
damn.
there's going to be several things that stand out, and the
Rest in
first
peace,
thing that
Bilal
really
Pretlow
stands
Jr.,
out
yeah.
For real.
is when he was convicted, or when he was indicted, I should say, was a real vital time in the drug game. It's going to be with the emergence of crack, and I don't know what it was, but just based on my research, the shit that he was doing pretty much was going on in every single state. But they singled him. It was pretty much 3 cases that they had that they qualified and they wanted to run through the ringer with first. So I'm going to start by saying on February 2nd, 1991, a federal death penalty law was passed in 1988. And as that was used as a weapon in the government's campaign against drugs, and it's moving towards its first test. And the first cases or the trials were set up for Chicago, for Alabama, and going to be from New Jersey. Now, an anti-drug bill signed by President Reagan allows the government to execute convicted drug kingpins and anyone convicted of drug-related killings. So we're going to repeat that again. It was a bill signed by then President Ronald Reagan that allowed the government to execute convicted drug kingpins and anyone convicted of drug-related killings. Now, at that time, before that law was passed, it was 28 years since the last federal execution. So I said it was 3 cases, and I said that the 3 cases was going to take place in Chicago, Alabama, and New Jersey. The case in Alabama was actually going to be for a white gentleman by the name of David R. Chandler, and he was set to go to trial on February the 12th of 1991, and he was accused of arranging and providing a weapon for May 9th.
Hi, this is Brian Cranston. The official trailer for the Showtime series Your Honor starts in 3, 2, 1. Everything that happened.
Oh, this show good. I watched this
killing
before.
related to a marijuana grow and distribution operation in East Alabama. If I'm not mistaken, I want to say he didn't get the death penalty, but he's still in jail on that offense. Now, the case in Chicago is going to be one that we're going to bring to you. So we're going to just kind
Mark
of
Keller,
talk
salute. Thanks for coming to the live, man. Appreciate you.
By the name of
Hit that subscribe and like button, Swing. Hit that subscribe and like button, sis.
Connor, if I'm not mistaken. And or I might be off with the last name because I got so much going on, but pretty much in his case it was going to be something similar. I want to say he killed a federal witness.
Damn.
And in this case they're going to say Mr. Pretlow also killed a police informant, and there was also another killing that was involved with the case. So
yeah,
they
my boy
wanted to try him for
Sessions.
murder for those 2 cases. They pretty much called him, like I said, called him a kingpin at the age of 21. And according to the New York Times, they said Mr. Pretlow's career was brief but eventful. And according to his indictment, his career began in 1987 when he was a junior at Elizabeth.
I'm gonna tell you something about this story, right? Because I was dead. I seen this shit. Yo, when these niggas blew up, I was like around
Shit.
I was like around 10. I had to be like around 10 years old. 10. I was still 10 years old, like 9, 10 years old when they started blowing up. They was all young. They was like my cousin Hussein, he got me about he's about 51 now. He got me about a few years. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be 47. But they was all young. But I had other homies that was my age that did hustle with them. You know what I'm saying? Like a year older than me, 2 years older than me. They did hustle with them. You know what I mean? And the shit was crazy because we seen this shit develop out of nowhere. It was like once it was like nickel or dime, and niggas was getting money, and then bodies just start dropping. We was like, what the fuck is happening in the hood? We had what's our boy name? What's his name? Pardon himself. My boy Rakia Bink. My boy Rakia Bink's
New
father,
Jack City.
Baba Ray was beefing. He's beefing with my cousin. He beefed with Bilal and them. He beefed with my family and them. They beefed going back and forth. So body after body, brothers was dropping. It was like 2 brothers of each team got killed. You know, since 2 brothers on each side got killed. Right?
Wow.
So but Bilal was his crew was so thorough, them old head niggas didn't know how to deal with them. Because a lot of young niggas, like 13, 14, 15, 16 years old, are popping their guns in the late 80s, early 90s. You know what I'm saying? Late 80s, like between 87 and 91, before everybody went down. There was a lot of young murderers, you know what I'm saying? Bilal might have did some murders. He did do some murders, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Melissa, you know what I'm saying? Melanie, rest in peace, Melanie, you know what I'm saying? Melanie got caught stealing and shit. And she got caught stealing a Kia crack and some money. And they got her out of here. She's from Roselle, New Jersey, but she used to be in Elizabeth. It's one of the home that was Flint's girlfriend. But you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
But you know
boy.
what I'm saying? Shit was going on. What's up?
So they got I just got out of work. My bad. I'm tired of motherfuckers. But that guy you showing, I never even heard of that. He died in 86.
No, he died in 90. He died in 90, 91, 92. He died in 92, 93. He died of prison. They say he hung himself.
Really?
You see that, Elizabeth? Yeah, they said he hung himself. Look at this. Look what they said. Bilal Predator, Elizabeth, New Jersey's very own. You know what I'm saying? So we had a good
He was a kingpin at 21. That's crazy.
He was a kingpin at 17.
Y'all know we need y'all in the comment box, especially if y'all was there circa 1987.
What you say? What you saying, man?
Oh, you talking to me? Oh no, what I'm saying, he played in the NBA, right? That's the same person you were showing.
Nah, he ain't played NBA. He was the NBA crack. He was the all-star crack dealer.
Okay,
murder.
He was
the Michael Jordan of crack and murder.
Prison in the fall of 1987. So they pretty much gave him like over a 2-year run. And by all accounts, they said the organization started out selling marijuana. He had several brothers that were down with the organization that it wouldn't be right if I didn't mention them, because a lot of times he's the main one that get brought up. And also shout out to Sean Hartwell too. He's another guy. He's home, but he was definitely a main person that was involved with this case. He has an interview up on YouTube. Y'all just search him. Real good interview. Now, when high school ended, like we said, he went from high school almost to prison. Now, during that time, he established himself by cutting the price of vials of cocaine from the usual $20 to $10 for some customers. And that was according to Kevin McCarthy, who was the assistant U.S. attorney who outlined the government's case against the then E-Port Posse. And the way they got the name E-Port Posse from what the government contends, that probably was not even their name, but from what the government intends, they were from the Elizabeth Port section of the city. And they pretty much used that to take on their name. Now, after his arrest, sometime in March of 1991, at the New Jersey's Commission's public hearing on Afro-Legal and Organized Crime, Police Detective Thomas G. Swan testified about a particularly vicious group of young African-American males that operated a cocaine trafficking network in Elizabeth and in the Clinton Avenue area of Newark.
We had Norco too.
And in March of 1988, working with the Union County Narcotics Strike Force and the state police, the Elizabeth Police Detective Division began making a series of undercover narcotics buys from street-level dealers near the Pioneer Homes housing project.
Well, I live Pioneer Homes.
And the investigation was dubbed Operation Pioneer. Now,
my housing projects
obtained search warrants and arrests.
It's still there?
In
No, they knocked them down. They built townhouses
was
there.
able to develop a confidential informant.
But they moved the same ghetto niggas in the townhouses.
Yeah.
I got a question.
Hold up.
Y'all from the East. I got a lot of questions. Is we on this topic right here?
What's up?
Okay.
What's your question?
Let's go back before this time, right? Let's go to Frank Matthews. Because, you know, like we just start realizing who he was, and he's from North Carolina. But I know y'all know him more in depth than we do. Was he really that guy they say he was?
Oh, hell yeah.
Everybody. And, yeah.
Yo,
like,
Frank,
look.
Frank Matthews.
You know,
Frank Matthews, listen, Frank Matthews was bigger than the BMF, all them niggas. Frank Matthews was the original.
Yeah.
He was the original nigga. That nigga, he had 85% of the Eastern Seaboard on lock, bro.
Yeah. That's what I'm asking, because the cats in like Baltimore, Detroit, all the big time dope boys, you know.
Talk about them, yeah.
Yeah. He was their supply, and he was getting it direct. Yeah. My thing is, for a black man, because I watched one documentary, right? You know, he stayed in, I forgot, you know I ain't from the East Coast, but he stayed in that place where Paul Castellano, Tommy Paisley.
It's Long Island. Or Staten Island. Staten Island, I think it was Staten Island. Either Staten Island or Long Island.
He vanished to Africa.
No, it was something else. It's what Bourne's saying, but they called it a specific name. I can't remember. That's what all the mafia cats knew too.
Was it Staten Island or was it Long Island?
Upstate New York?
No, yeah, I want to say Staten. I know it wasn't Long Island for sure.
Staten Island. They had the match Staten
Island. Yeah.
Or some hill or something. That's why all the Godfathers, you know, of the mob. You know, one thing I like about, one thing I like about Frank Matthews, because you know Thomas Lucchese and podcast. This is just the homework I'm doing. I don't know if I'm right. Y'all from the East Coast, so correct me if I'm wrong. Because I love to see us make it, rather if it's legal or illegal. You know, shit. I ain't gonna lie. I root for the bad guys. But when I'm saying, the movie too. Yeah, hey, for real. Hey, man, you know how many times I watch Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society? I know the movie, but I still, man, Kane gonna live. I know. Kane gonna live. Ricky gonna make it. But what I'm saying to say is, the documentary I watched, they say Paul Castellano and Thomas Lucchese, and everybody know who Thomas Lucchese is.
Yeah.
Let's take Paul. Let's take. Yeah. That's what I'm. So he really did. They really did that, even though we know the Matains are rats. But
too.
They say this guy made a call to them and told them, if y'all tell on me one more time, I'm gonna have 1,000 guns on Marbury Street.
Shooting every guinea I see in sight. Killing every guinea in sight.
I love that. Hey, when I heard that, bro, that sent something to my soul. Because look, see, they don't tell us the stories. Like, yeah, we watch King of Harlem with Bumpy Johnson. Bumpy Johnson wasn't the only guy like that. What about TK? Not TK. The basketball Kirkland.
Pee Wee Kirkland.
But yo, there was a black dude that was bigger than Bumpy Johnson in Harlem.
Man, Pee Wee Kirkland
was a real.
Bumpy was just big with the mafia. We talking about money. Forget the influence. But they don't talk about Pee Wee Kirkland. He played in NBA and came down.
Listen, he denied the NBA contract because he said $40,000. Yeah, I make that in a week.
Yep.
Or a day, so she said a day or something like that.
I'm just saying Harlem, like New York period, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a downside boy. I'm from Texas, but I love that East Coast. I love how y'all move, even the brothers.
Don't hold on. Don't be saying just say New York, say Jersey, because Jersey we had. I drug this in Jersey,
East
man.
Coast,
Listen,
New
listen,
York.
listen. No, listen. Hold on, listen.
Dude, we
Listen, let
gonna
me say
argue.
something. No, listen. Let me say something. If you want to talk about money, everybody talk about Alpo, AZ, Rich Porter. E-Port Posse made way more money than them niggas made in a short amount of time, and they was all younger.
But listen, boy, stories I want to hear.
That's some
Look,
cold shit.
we all
That's some
know that.
cold shit.
Look, they just put the cats they want to in front of the TV, but we always know it's cats in the background, cats that's really getting the money. Like we didn't know about Frank Matthews until now. How long they say he been missing? They say he's still alive. That nigga is dead. Shit, if he was that old back then, I ain't saying he dead, but in my mind, he dead. If you ain't found somebody,
he'll be about 87, 90 right now.
yeah, then they say they still looking for him.
Yeah. But yo, let's go back. Let's finish this off so we can talk about this and go back to why the snitching shit is fucked up. Because this guy, I'm telling you, the guy Mutai Sessoms
and Pioneer were part of.
I'm gonna let him go back a little bit so you can hear about it.
And
now Mutai Sessoms, he used to play with the youth, like he used to teach us how to play basketball, football, baseball, all that shit. He was a big time drug dealer, but he'd come to the hood and we'll be playing football on the streets. You know, he played football on concrete, tackle against the cars in the hood. He used to teach us how to throw the football, catch the football, play baseball in the hood, the whole nine. And he taught us everything. Basketball, he was good at all sports. But at the time, we didn't know anything about the rat and shit. We didn't know nothing about rats because we're young. We know not to tell. We know you see something on your mouth, but we don't know that this is everywhere. You know what I'm saying? We just know it's in our area. So we don't know for sure if he snitched because I never seen the paperwork. But that's why he got killed, because they assumed because he got locked up for like 100 pounds of weed or something, and he got out the same night. He got out the next day or whatever.
Yeah, he snitched.
Late night. Yeah, man, but yeah,
that nigga cold.
1988,
got out the next night.
Working with the Union County Narcotics Strike Force and the state police, the Elizabeth Police Detective Division began making a series of undercover narcotics buys from street-level dealers near the Pioneer Homes housing projects in Elizabeth.
My hood.
And the investigation was dubbed Operation Pioneer. Now, after they obtained search warrants and arrests in 1988, Detective Swan was able to develop a confidential informant, a gentleman by the name of Mutai Sessoms, who revealed that a vast majority of those arrested in the Operation Pioneer were part of organizations controlled by two brothers, and those two brothers he alleged was going to be Robert and Bilal Pretlow. Now, after those arrests, the two groups merged under the leadership of the younger brother Bilal, and this is according to Detective Swan. Now, organization members called themselves E-Port Posse Phase 2 after the Elizabeth Seaport and modeled themselves after Jamaican posses. He said they were often dressed in flamboyant styles, arming themselves with sophisticated weapons and investing in expensive jewelry. Several expensive cars driven by the group members were placed in the names of their acquaintances or relatives. So starting out, they're going to say that Bilal was dealing marijuana in high school. He eventually grabbed the drug market for him and his brother's organization, and they ran rival gangs out of Elizabeth, occasionally with shootouts, and some of those shootouts would occur in broad day. Now, Detective Swan testified as to the enormous style in which Bilal pursued his goal to expand the drug market. They said he pretty much had meetings of drug dealers from all over Elizabeth in a central New Jersey restaurant. That he indicated that his intentions to control the drug trafficking market in Elizabeth, and he threatened that those who would not go along with him would face reprisals from his group. Now, Detective Swan testified that the group's cocaine supply came from a Dominican by the name of Benson, who was located in New York City, which is not far from New Jersey. And the cocaine generally transported to the city of Elizabeth in taxi cabs. Now, in 1989.
So check it out. I just got a call from One United Bank. They want me to do a little jingle for them.
Yeah, that's how we used to go pick up our work from taxi.
And the group was distributing kilograms of cocaine, resulting in profits of hundreds of thousands of dollars per week, according to the detective. And he said law enforcement strengthened this resolve to deal with the E-Port posse as violence surrounding its operation escalated. The informant, Mr. Sessoms, was murdered in June of 1989, and Bilal's brother Robert was.
Yo, check this out. No, they murdered him though. They took him to an apartment complex in Seth Bourne, New York. You know, Seth Bourne, North Seth Bourne projects. They tortured him, killed him. They cut his body up and had him in suitcases all over Elizabeth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Had his body all suitcases all over Elizabeth, New Jersey. They were still finding body parts after Bilal passed. They were still finding body parts in suitcases.
Oh wow!
Killed by a rival gang on July 9th of 1989 as well.
Yeah, Barbara Radom killed Robert Pretlow.
There's going to be the day after a third brother that we mentioned his brothers earlier, Thomas. They're going to allege that he killed a gentleman by the name of Bobby Ray Davis, who was a Newark drug dealer that had designs on the Pretlow turf, and in retaliation for Robert's death. So he pretty much avenged his brother's death because they say that Bobby Ray Davis was moving in on the turf. Now, the Federal Drug Enforcement Administration.
Let me say something real quick.
Union County Sheriff's Office.
Let me say something. Bobby Ray Davis is from Elizabeth too. I don't know where they get that North shit from. He's from Elizabeth too.
Yeah,
he was just an old school. Bobby Ray, they call him Bobby Ray. He was an old school hustler from Elizabeth. Bilal was a young one coming up. Bobby Ray was an old school. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't like the fact that Bilal and Sean and all of them was getting that money. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he started. They started the war. They squashed the beef, right? When they squashed the beef, but somebody started the war started all over again. And that's
you know what? I thought I might have read about this, or some of them Elizabeth cats and like Feds or Don Diva. One of them. Did
Don Diva.
Okay, I do recall.
Don Diva.
I do recall.
Yeah. All right, we go.
Newark Police, the Essex County Sheriff's Office joined in with the Elizabeth Police and the State Police and the Union County Prosecutor's Office to begin an investigation of the group. And Sessoms, with the information that Mr. Sessoms gave them, he pretty much described them as a organized criminal enterprise. And he said that it was taken seriously at all levels. And Detective Swan would go on to testify that how Bilal Pretlow continued to run ration even while he was incarcerated at the time of the November 1988 and subsequent arrest. Bilal Pretlow had paid bail and attorney fees for his group members. And while he was in the Union County Jail and on various drug charges, he continued to run the organization by calling telephones equipped with speed dialing, call forwarding, and conference call capabilities, telephone toll records to an apartment used by a gentleman we spoke earlier, Sean Hartwell, who authorities deemed was the first lieutenant who ran the operation in the absence of Bilal Pretlow. Showed that nearly 400 collect calls was made from the Union County Jail from November 1988 to early February 1989. And they say many of those calls were for an extended period of time, some lasting more than an hour. And they had 2 or 3 going on 3 hours is what they say. So normally the inmates are allowed to use the telephone in the jail for a specific 8-hour period, and each is restricted to approximately 5 maybe 10 minutes at a time. Bilal Pretlow, however, integrated himself with other inmates by getting his, pretty much by locking in with everybody. They're gonna say he brought them gifts and he promised them jobs upon his release, and those jobs were in his drug distribution operation, according to authorities.
They found guns in Israel.
Say in one instance, he bought $70 Reebok sneakers for all the inmates on his tier, and it was going to be upwards of 35 inmates up there. So you know they had love for the boy. And they said inmates return favors by getting up their phone time to Pretlow, and that alone does not pretty much. They really couldn't explain besides him looking out for the inmates, the extensive use of the phone. And we're gonna move on to January the 18th, 1991. Thomas Pretlow, who he was convicted of manslaughter in the fatal shooting of Bobby Ray Davis that we spoke of earlier, and federal charges.
Hold on 1 second. I want y'all to read that, yo.
Were pending.
I'm gonna blow that. I want y'all to read that real quick. Hold on 1 second. Elizabeth, a gun smoke in a Union County jail was not linked to the slaying of a teenage girl for Roselle, federal officials said yesterday. Officials said that the fully loaded 32 caliber handgun may have been part of a failed attempt to free drug lord Bilal Pretlow, who was found hanging in his cell in his Union County jail cell December 29th. But ballistics tests have revealed that the gun was not the weapon used to kill 50-year-old Melanie Baker, Assistant U.S. Attorney Alberto Rivers said yesterday. He had a gun smuggled in a jail.
That's crazy.
Against Bilal and 8 other members of his group. So that's pretty much like when when indictment time came down, and Bilal Pretlow himself, he faced the death penalty on the charges brought under the new federal law, which provides for capital punishment for persons convicted of drug-related murders. Now, he was presently scheduled to begin his federal trial, which was going to take place on March the 26th of 1991.
My birthday.
And that was going to be him along with the 8 members of his group. And they was going to face drug rank and various other offenses. And he pretty much...
Corey Grant trying to come home now. Irving
looking
home.
At anywhere from going free to the death penalty. So with being a 21-year-old, you got to imagine the amount of pressure that was on his shoulders. So with that being said, it's going to be sometime towards the end of 1991. Now, and I want to say right before New Year's, UPI News reported it on December.
Yo. Now when I'm talking about these snitches, when I'm talking about these people supposed to be like your family, you bring them in your circle, and they do shit like that. And not just destroy you, but destroy the whole crew of the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then all the old heads is locked up now. All these old heads are locked up. All these guys that could have taught us how to do the game right, they're not there. So now what we're young, and we're thrown into the fire. We've thrown in the fire, but we learn about trials and tribulations. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of my boys that I grew up with, they're dead. They've been murdered. They've been in prison for years, or they're home. Some dope.
Nope.
Born, you broke up.
Yeah, you cut out.
We'll come back.
But he is right though on what he's saying. But everybody didn't listen. Like we talk about the youth now, right? Like how I look at the youth and what my youth is James, and then how James look at the youth, or vice versa, how Born and the other big homie look at us. We always been lined up on each other. It's just different. We ain't gonna understand, man. We was programmed to do what we do. I really believe that. We was programmed to act this way, and we don't know how to stop it now. We want to stop it. Everybody want to stop it. Everybody that's doing the killing don't even want to kill no more, right? These are facts. They just doing it because they think, because in their mind it's a cause, but it's messed up because in my mind I had a cause. I believe the same thing. It just, we did it in a different way. Now these kids now, when I was growing up, at least you had a warning. Ah man, they popping Trump. You had a warning. Now they just kill you for stepping over his shoes. You know, you might look at a person wrong and they smoke. A youngster, these youngsters. What's up, boy?
What I was saying before they cut me off, what I was saying is this, man. All the people that could have taught us how to do the game right and taught us how to move right, it's the reason why a lot of us got messed up in the game, and a lot of us got so much time because we didn't get a chance to learn from my elders' mistake, because most of them didn't come home until we was already in the game and on our way to jail.
Let me say this, boy. How you said about your big homies before you cut out, that's what I was telling them. That's how we feel about y'all. And that's how James feel about me. And that's how what's his name? Max? Makai?
Yeah, Maki.
Maki.
That's how he feel about James and them. So it always been there, man. It's like the LA riots back in the 60s. You don't think my great grandmama and them or y'all grandmama or however it go was looking at them? Look at them dumb Negroes.
Yeah.
Look at them. Goddamn.
Yeah, that was me.
Record.
That was me, bro.
Oh, okay. You the boss. You can do that. But anyway, what I'm saying is every generation gonna look at a generation. Only thing I be saying, bro, instead of us sitting here on panels, what we gonna do about it? Cause I can go to the hood. Boy, you know that I done said it a million times. I do it now. I help kids in a different way. Like Mikey, he taught me a viable lesson. The way I was going about it was the wrong way. See, I was using force instead of really just listening. When you listen to these youngsters, man, they smart just because they dress different. But you got to think about it. Lil Rich and them and the Temptations and all them dress the same way the kids dress now.
Yo, don't push me. Them niggas, they dressing weird too. The old school rapper niggas from New York.
But what I'm saying, it was cool. It wasn't cool to you when you got young, and it damn sure wasn't cool to me because I'm a generation younger. But to your mama and my grandmama, that was the thing. White boy Elvis on the stage dancing, shaking his legs. They ain't never seen a white boy dance like that. I mean, so I get it. Like when Mikey told me that on Dewberry Live, man, that really stopped me in my tracks because I'm like, dang, I'm going about this shit all wrong. Because yes, maybe they dress different. Yes, they might wear that. In my mind, I ain't gonna change my mind. I do think it's kind of feminist, but
kind of fruity.
I can say, but we could say the same thing about Lil Richard, Muddy Water. But man, Lil Richard was feminine, but I'm just saying.
I mean, Lil Richard different. He's swinging that way, man.
I'm talking about Muddy Waters, the Temptations, Rick James.
Oh yeah,
everybody.
Temptations dress weird like that. Temptations dress in suits.
Man, them had tight pants with bell bottoms on them, man. Showed their whole little backside, man. Come on, boy. Come on. Jackson 5. Everybody.
I mean, but Muddy Waters is probably the only one that was like dressing like plain stuff.
No. They look. Where you think rock and roll and all that pop stuff got that from? That ain't no white boy stuff. It's just black people stuff. It just now that in this generation it was accepted back then, it ain't accepted now because we look at it. Hey man, you pick the same pants your girl wear. You might as well put your girl pants on. But they did wear that, boy, and you older than me. You know that.
Yeah.
So we got to keep judging these kids on what they were and look at their mind because Mikey And I told Mikey this on live. I would have never talked to Mikey just by looking at his appearance. That's why Mikey taught me a lesson. That's why I can learn from everybody. And that's a kid. He old enough to be my son. But the way he speak and the way he conduct himself, dang, that what made me understand that the way I talk to the young people in my neighborhood, maybe I've been going about it wrong. Instead of me listening, I'm looking at how they look. You know,
I be looking at how the way niggas look too, bro. I ain't gonna front, bro.
But look, bro, look, you're a generation older than me. We were sagging and all that. Homies used to call us gay. Man, you go to the penitentiary like that. They used to call us gay. You know, so you know they're born, so every generation got that. So we gotta quit blaming these kids. All these shooting is because we wasn't there. Like you said, Born, about your big homies, they in jail. But you're a generation older than me. You was in jail. The same big homies I had was in jail. And then when the other homies come up, I start catching cases. I'm on 10 years right now. So it never really been nobody there to be like, okay, you need to do this and do that. Yeah, you might have 1, 2 homies, but it ain't just 1, 2 that make up the family.
Right.
Everybody makes up. Everybody plays a piece. It's like a puzzle. I mean, it's like chess. Everybody plays a part. Everybody ain't gonna be the king or
That's
queen.
why the crack was
everybody
an
got a
epidemic, yo. The crack
Yeah,
game was
see,
an epidemic.
everybody want to be. Everybody want to be Everybody want to be Vito Corleone, and take the movie out of it. Everybody want to be John Gotti or Thomas Luke Cable or Vito Genovese. You did what I'm saying, or Joseph Bonanno.
Well, that's what they put in the movies. Make y'all.
Joseph Colombo. I just named the 5 families, and I'm from Texas. Yeah, man. Oh, I love that East Coast game, man. How y'all moved, I'm telling you, if we had it like y'all in the South, man, look. Boy,
That's why Master P wanted to be the last die.
man, boy, I'm kidding you.
And all
Say-
this.
Yo, but let me
mafioso
tell you,
shit.
son, man. Let me tell you, son. We've been up here over 2 hours now. I appreciate everybody for coming up. I just want to do something for the crowd tonight because I don't do nothing on the weekends usually, so I decided to throw something in there. Thank every brother on the panel. Gongo Roach, you know you got my number, bro. You hit me anytime, bro.
Yeah, man.
Some things.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm free tomorrow.
I'm off tomorrow too.
Free
I
tomorrow.
only give
I bet we can do it tomorrow. Most
Yeah.
definitely.
Let's
All
do
right. Salute to everybody.
I'll hop on too. Shoot.
All right, do that shit. Do that shit. Everybody hop on.
Mac, go
It's a
live,
family
Mac.
affair.
Mac, we finna turn up on Mac channel. Go live, Mac.
All right, make sure y'all send me the link. Y'all send me the link to Mac channel, Mac Live channel.
Mac, go live. You gonna go live or what?